Good evening and welcome to our board meeting for Tuesday, April 18th. If everybody could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please.
Grigsby. Here. Mrs. McCarthy.
Here.
Mrs. Saxon.
Here.
Mrs. Tamira.
Here.
Mr. Vaca.
Here. Finalization of the agenda. Is there anything to add and or delete?
The agenda is final as presented.
Thank you. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the written summary of the regular minutes for the meetings on March 7th, 2023, March 13th, 2023, and March 27th, 2023.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Tamira, second by Ms. Saxon. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Tamira.
Yes.
Mrs. Saxon.
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby. Yes. Mrs. McCarthy.
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes. All right, we'll move right into the superintendent treasurer's report.
Great. As you're all aware, we have a phenomenal group of people within the community who support our educators in so many different ways. And tonight we are joined by Karen and Daryl Edwards and Mayor Corcoran, who are here to share with our staff this year's winners of the Endowment Fund grant reports. I would welcome to the podium all of them.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Always the fun time of the year. My favorite meeting. It's like I'm a game show host. I get to hand out money. There are 15 members of the endowment funds representing students, schools, and community. We're proud to present this year's grants to North Ridgeville City Schools staff and support personnel. There are 3 separate fund sources within the endowment fund. It is the General Endowment Fund, the Fine Arts Fund, and the Shannon Edwards Memorial Fund. Over the last 32 years, we've grown due to generous contributions from businesses, North Ridgeville City School employees, parents, and private individuals. We also have a golf outing if you're interested in attending. So, but all of these donations that we get are turned around then to enhance the educational experiences of all the students of North Ridgeville City Schools. And this year we're awarding 42 grants totaling $17,358. So let's start off. Okay. General fund, there's $8,668 in this stack. And I'm just going to call names. I'm not going to tell you how much money you're getting. Just rub it in. But, and I apologize in advance if I butcher anybody's name. But the first one's pretty easy, I think. Lindsay Narrow. And she's not here.
Yes, here.
Oh, come on up. It's more fun when I hand down or Daryl hands.
I can do that. Generally, we take a photo.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, at the end, well,
Yeah.
yes, it's a
You
photo
want me to just go
opportunity.
down that way and we can all be up
We'll
there?
usually go in the foyer over
Okay.
here for the photo, but it's still fine to stay here so that people can see.
I gotta want to take away from other people.
Do you know if you want a second one by chance? Because there are multiple winners.
Just one.
All right. Robin Turshak. Check. Stephanie Guardino. Melissa.
I'll take it on her behalf.
Melissa Powell. Jessica Grossman. Barry Saxon. Jim Koenig.
They're both that one.
Taylor Gibbons. Jody Gregg. Right here. Amy Franklin.
Yes.
Gretchen Hertzberger. Lana Sass. Brett Hopkins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
She's right there.
There you go. Thank you.
Did I give Gretchen to somebody?
Kelly Sabotnik,
Stay here. Okay. Did I give Gretchen's to somebody accidentally?
Tamara Belko,
Oh, there we go.
Sarah Miller, Lauren DeFranco, Jessica Darby,
Jessica's not here tonight.
Aaron Lemming, Brooke Comerford, Megan Bonus, Christy Kucherik, Lisa Cormack, and Caitlin Carlo.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations to all the general fund grant award winners. All right, now we're moving on to the fine arts grants, starting off with Haley Bryson, Danielle Lester, Jessica Grossman, Sarah Miller, Lisa Cormack. Eight winners.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, Haley's done it. She been out well this year. Kids, me and that one.
All right, at this point, I'm going to turn this over to Daryl and Karen Edwards for the Shannon Edwards Memorial Fund.
All right, well, up here again, this is the 22nd year that we're honored to be able to present grants from the Shannon Edwards Memorial Fund. Fund was established in 2001 to celebrate the rich but short life of our daughter Shannon. Shannon passed away suddenly in March of that year. At the time, she was a 5th grade student at Wilcox Elementary School. I've often wondered, now it's happened since Wilcox isn't around anymore. Pretty soon I've asked, what's Wilcox? Shannon's mom and I wanted to establish this memorial fund as a way to express our appreciation and gratitude to the North Ridgeville City School District for their outstanding and continuing response and support. In selecting recipients for the grant awards to be funded from the Shannon Edwards Memorial Fund, the endowment funds look for proposals which would benefit students with special needs, enrichment programs, or would support programs and activities that Shannon might have enjoyed. It's our pleasure at this time to be able to present the grant awards to the teachers and staff who submitted those grant applications. And the first one, Riley Donahue. Yeah, there we go. See, I need help. Oh, what?
If you can pronounce it.
Great, thank you. Rebecca Jane. There we go.
Hard to get through all the chairs.
Yeah. Margaret Barrett. And we have another one for Haley Bryson. This is actually for a drum set. Submitted, so that was
Nice.
yes. Rachel McHugh. We have one for Abigail Nutting. Erica Robison.
Thank you, guys. It's like a
Linda
maze.
Reiner.
Thank you so much.
this time I'm holding on to it. Gretchen Hertzberger. And that concludes for all of the, for Gretchen.
Gretchen and
And
Andy.
thanks everybody for submitting your applications. And it really makes us feel good to be able to do, present these awards. Yeah.
Thank you so much to the endowments and to Carol and Karen Edwards. It's amazing how much money you give out year after year. And thank you to all those that help fundraise, make donations. Without you, these funds wouldn't be made available to give out in the form of grants. So thank you.
Our next recognition will be on behalf of our April staff members of the month, and I would like to introduce Ms. Annie Hostetler.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Board of Education, it's my pleasure to congratulate two staff members for their selection as the NRCS April Staff Members of the Month. Each month, the Board of Education recognizes staff members who have shown extreme care, demonstrated excellence, and/or provided exemplary professionalism. These nominations may come from students, parents, colleagues, or administration. Our first award winner this evening is Mrs. Gail Rattari. Gail was hired in June of 2013 as a second grade teacher at Liberty Elementary. She moved to third grade at the Academic Center for the 17-18 school year. Before coming to the North Ridgeville City Schools, she was a preschool teacher and a center director at Horizon Education Center. During her career with NRCS, Gail has served on the Ranger Strong, Letters, and Lucy Calkins reading, coaching, training committees, and acted as an hourly tutor. Gail was nominated by one of her colleagues who had this to share. I am delighted to nominate Gail Rattari for recognition as an outstanding teacher. As a grade level chair, Gail has consistently demonstrated her commitment to student success and staff support. Her tireless advocacy for students has ensured that they receive the best education possible, and her willingness to go above and beyond in supporting her colleagues has helped to create a positive and supportive work environment. One of the things that sets Gail apart is her consistent positive attitude. She approaches every challenge with optimism and a can-do-it spirit, inspiring those around her to do the same. She is always quick to offer words of encouragement, praise, and support, and her genuine caring and concern for others have made her a beloved figure amongst her students, colleagues, and community. In conclusion, Gail Rattari is a true asset to our school and our community. She is an outstanding teacher who has made a lasting impact on the lives of her students and colleagues. Her dedication, hard work, and positive attitude are an inspiration to all of us, and I wholeheartedly recommend her for this recognition. Congratulations, Gail. Our next award winner this evening is Claire Ojija. Claire was first hired in June of 2019 as a paraprofessional instructional aide at the Academic Center in our grades 3-4 emotional support room. Prior to coming to the North Ridgeville City Schools, Claire worked for the Elyria City Schools and also as a research coordinator for the Cleveland Clinic Foundation and the Benjamin Rose Institute. Claire was nominated by one of her administrators who had this to share. It is truly a pleasure to nominate Claire Ojija for Staff Member of the Month. She is an integral part of the 3-4 staff. Claire gives her all to the students in her care. She is able to assist each child with their lessons in an impactful manner as she knows her students' abilities, personalities, and learning styles. Further, Claire is able to bring calm to any situation that she is involved in, with a can-do attitude, always putting her students first. She is a fantastic colleague. Claire consistently helps out her fellow staff members with issues or tasks. She exemplifies Ranger Strong. Congratulations, Claire, and thank you for your service for our district. Congratulations to all of our staff members. So nice to see all of you in attendance tonight. Congratulations to our 2 staff members of the month. This is the last month that we will be recognizing the staff members of the month, because next month we will have the pleasure of honoring our retirees in the district. So I just wanted to take one last opportunity to thank all the parents or any of our staff members, our administrators, and our students for all of the nominations that they put out for this year. So that's always very nice. The next part of my presentation, I would like to invite Mayor Corcoran up here to join me. We have some exciting news to share that we have collaborated on. We sure do. One of the things that we have worked with the city on, and one of the things that we're always working on, obviously, is student safety, and making sure that we have enough employees to make our routes to school safe. And so one of the things that we're going to talk about this evening is our crossing guards.
Okay.
That over to you.
Yeah, it's been brought to my attention that we are one of the only cities in the region that has the school district paid for the crossing guards, and they are employees of the school district. It was brought to my attention probably more than once by some of the people that are in this room. So after taking a look at that and seeing that that was not the right thing to do, trying to correct something that's been wrong for a long time, we have determined that the city is going to hire crossing guards and provide them for the next school year, starting in August. And we have just developed a job description for that position. I know it sounds like, it shouldn't be that complicated to create a job description for a crossing guard. You cross the kids, make sure they're safe. That's pretty much the description. But it will be a little challenging for us to hire somebody to do this kind of part-time work. It's about 3 hours a day, and it's broken up between morning and afternoon. So we'll figure that out, and we'll figure it out quickly, because we only have a few months left to do that. But starting this upcoming school year, we will be taking care of the school crossing guards.
So, we just wanted to take the opportunity to thank the city and let our Board of Education and our public know that we've been working together on this, because this is not a matter of replacing ours. So what it will allow us to do is keep our staff that we currently have that work in those roles on our school property to greet our students and get them on and off the bus, so that we will have more adults at arrival and dismissal. So it's not less, it's just more. And it's also having people available on our busy intersections that are trained by our police department and that can, direct traffic, which is difficult for our employees to do off campus. So, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, the city and the mayor. You've always done a good job of working hand in hand and trying to address the needs of the city and our school district. And we got a couple other things we'll talk to you about later, seeing as how this one's been.
Wait a minute. One at a time.
But in all seriousness, thank you. Center Ridge especially is a pretty serious intersection, and to have staff provided by the city that are trained by the police department will go a long ways in keeping our children safe crossing Center Ridge and Bainbridge, intersections like that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll move into announcements. Is there any?
Mr. Vaca, I would just like to remind people that the deadline to request absentee ballots is coming up very quickly. It is April 25th. If you intend to vote absentee, you can request your ballot at votelorainecountyohio.gov. And the deadline to return those ballots is April 28th. So make your voting plans and know the deadlines. Of course.
Anything else? All right, we're going to take a brief recess so we can take pictures of all our grant winners and our staff that were awarded the Staff of the Month award. So enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Here's an opportunity for hearing of the public. If anybody in attendance this evening would like to address the Board of Education. Okay, we'll move right into the consent agenda. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda resolution as presented.
Moved.
McCarthy, second by Ms. Tamira. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mrs. Tamira,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby. Yes. Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes. Finance audit report, Ms. McCarthy.
Thank you, Mr. Vaca. We have one item for consideration under the finance audit report. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the financial report and report of interest and investments for March 2023. I move to approve this finance audit report in one reading.
Second.
Ms. McCarthy, second by Mr. Grigsby. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby. Yes. Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mrs. Tamira,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes. Human Resources Report, Ms. Saxon.
Yes, we have a few items to consider under the Human Resources Report. 5 certified staff appointments, 1 certified staff appointment, 1 certified staff resignation. I move to approve the Human Resources items in one reading.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, second by Ms. Tamira. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mrs. Tamira,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby. Yes. Mrs. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes. It is recommended that the Board of Education adjourn this regular meeting.
Moved.
Second.
Tamira, second by Ms. McCarthy. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Tamira,
Yes.
Mrs. McCarthy,
Yes.
Mr. Grigsby. Yes. Mrs. Saxon,
Yes.
Mr. Vaca.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.